Hello good folks, it's your boy Joel Petgrave back again with another video, and welcome to another episode of Review My Life. And today we're cooking. So if you're new to this channel, on this channel you follow me on a journey of finding balance and synergy in what is my seemingly uncontrollable life. Just want to pause real quick for those of you who are confused and saw my part one. It's like, am I watching the same video? No, you're not. The video was split in two, and it wasn't planned to be split in two. That's why this part is so awkward. So I just redid the intro from the first video. And for those who haven't seen part one, stop this video, go and watch part one and come back, and everything hopefully should make sense. I'm kind of still new at this YouTube thing, so just give me a break, and while you're at it, go and like and subscribe. Thank you. On with the video. And yes, I'm wearing different clothes and I'm in a different location because you know we got to keep the feds off of us. But yeah, we're just gonna finishing up the Rice Krispies are set, and we're just gonna do our chocolate melts and coat both the pretzels and the Rice Krispies. So let's get into it. So to kind of like make things easier for myself, I got these little dipsticks where we're gonna put the melts and dip them to make the dipping process easier. So we'll see how that goes. So this is what it looks like. I was going back and forth with the ratio yesterday, and I kind of like just eyeballed it today. It's not gonna be the exact color I want. I think I needed some white to go with it, but we'll just go with what we have and see how it turns out. But and then we're gonna scoop it in these little boxes. I'm gonna scoop it in these little boxes right here. Oh, it's like it doesn't want to stay straight. Let me get a spoon. But that's, I don't know if you can see in there, but that's how much it's filled up to. And that should be deep enough. Let me put this on a plate. Alright, so a little bit messier than we thought, but we're gonna go ahead and just dip our pretzels and put them on a separate plate. Pretzels, plate. So let's start with this bag. It's already open. Oh, and we have different sprinkles. We have these gold one. This is gold too. This white one. We might do them all different kinds, and then we have this assortment that has see if we can get this in focus. So it has the pearls, and then some of the gold sand, and then just regular sprinkles. We'll try different ones and see how they go. So let's see. I'm gonna actually show my wife to see which one she likes, but these are them. Alright, the gold one we're going with, and she gotta tilt the plate, so I'll have to redo these ones. Well, if you remember that pop-up earlier that said things weren't going to go well, this is kind of what I was talking about. I don't know if you could see in the picture here that these sticks are all lopsided. They're not uniformed, and that's not how they're supposed to come out. So I try a different method later on in the video, and they come out way much better. And yeah, you'll see that as it goes on. So moving along. Also, I was rushing because this was the day right before the baby shower, so there was some footage that I missed in the dipping, or the initial dipping of the Rice Krispies. But pretty much I dipped them. Pretty much they were already cut and everything, but I just pretty much melted them in a ball, as you can see that ball right there, and I just dipped just the top portion, about a third of them, into the candy melts. These first ones are a little bit lumpy because I think I burnt some of the melts. So that's one thing to be careful of. Try not to burn them because it will come out lumpy. So yeah, that's pretty much how you do it. I just like dipped it, give it a good turn, make sure there's no excess on it, and then pour the sprinkles on it, before it dries, because then the sprinkles won't stick too. So So I kind of had to like stop recording and like go hyper speed because I was making a lot of mistakes. But I'll send you some pictures, both before and after, how it came out, and just give you some tips at the end. But I gotta go get ready because it's getting time for it to start setting up and everything for the baby shower. Yeah, I will catch you in a few. Before I go, a couple of tips in my trial and error process. One, if you're recording while you're baking, at least do a practice run before you start recording, because for me it was frustrating like dealing with the camera and dealing with the baking stuff simultaneously, especially for something you're doing for the first time, unless you're just, you know, just want all of the raw footage and everything. But I like to keep my stuff like shorter. I like to make shorter content for people because that's easier to consume. I also, a lot of people, as I was looking online, was having trouble with the melting candies. And I kind of ran into a couple of problems too, because I think the issue is if you put them in the microwave too long, some of them can start to burn, and it makes them hard. And so you have some that are melted good and some that are melted hard, and when you mix it, it gets this lumpy texture. One thing that I found is, I think if you have like a more wider bowl than it's deep, that helps because it helps spread out the chips, and then the heat, the microwave could like heat them up evenly. Another hack, and this is for warming up anything, if you put whatever you're warming up in the microwave to the edge of the little circle plate, it warms up more evenly too. So that helped. And also make sure you're using the defrost setting.
One more thing!
Afraid to like, you know, stop it. Like, you know, sometimes it tells you a full minute on the package for the particular candy that I was using. But don't be afraid to like stop it like at 45 minutes or 30 seconds and check, just to be sure, because sometimes it can get done because different microwaves have different settings. So
one more thing!
Yeah, and another thing, don't wait till everything looks like liquid, because when it's fully melted, they still keep their shape. But once you start stirring them, you're like, oh, this is like liquid. So some people wait, oh, this is not melted enough, and they put it for more time, and it ends up burning. So don't do that.
One more thing!
And also, I think another issue I was having was with the coloring, because we chose because it's not just with my baked goods. Even when we went to pick up our cupcakes, the coloring was kind of like off, and it's different from the cake. Like sage green is like, it's not a very, I would call a concrete color like royal blue or baby blue or hot pink. Like when you say those colors, you know, there's one specific color that comes to people's mind. But this, like even my wife, she had to buy, she bought 2 different dresses to try on, and they both said sage green online, but they were different shades. So yeah, so kind of, you know, gotta go with the punches and do the best with what you got. So thank you so much for watching this episode of Review My Life. I hope you guys learned something, and you guys have a nice one. See you guys on the next one.